Now we're going to add documentation into our REST API. And for this, we're going to use the following package, dedoc/scramble. This is an open source package, and you can have a look in the GitHub, and you can find the entire documentation of this on the following website, scramble.dedoc.co. But it's pretty simple, and it's like the easiest documentation package out there. We're going to simply copy the following command, this one. We're going to open our cursor or VS Code, whatever you have right now, and I'm going to paste this. Just see is missing. Composer required dedoc/scramble. So now this is going to install the package, and the great thing is that after the package is installed, it already starts working automatically. And look at this. So the package is installed. That's it. Now let's go into our domain. By the way, I switched into localhost port 8000. It is not localhost port 8001 anymore. And we're going to access docs/API. Look at this. So the documentation is already there. On the left side, we see all the endpoints we have. We see the /user endpoint. We see email verification notification. Now, this is a controller, and we see the method inside there. And we can also start sending API requests from the UI as well. We have the login. This is it. We have the logout as well to destroy an authenticated session. We have the password request reset and so on. And down below, we also have these request and resource class descriptions, so-called. So this is the login request class. This is the image generation resource as well. And this package dedoc/scramble automatically detects all these, parses that, and just gives us the following UI. We have this store post request as well, which has the following example: title string, body string. Now, what I want to do is to add the authentication part, because every request actually needs authentication, right? So if we go into prompt generation and click on this prompt generations.store, so we can choose an image from here, but we need authentication part as well. We need to pass the bearer authorization token. How we are going to do this? So I'm going to open now cursor, and we're going to open App Service Provider. Inside App Service Provider, inside the boot method, I'm going to scroll down below, and I'm going to add the following code: scramble after open API generated. So we're going to add the following, we're going to call the following method and provide a closure function inside. All right. So curly brace, parenthesis, semicolon. This open API must be imported inside dedoc scramble support. Okay. Just make sure that this is imported properly. Dedoc scramble support generator open API. And inside that closure, we're going to call on this open API. Open API, we're going to call secure, and we're going to pass, let me move this on a new line. This autocompletion sometimes, when I don't want it to autocomplete, is killing me. Okay, so open API, I'm calling secure, and then I'm calling security scheme, not the bearer, but HTTP, and then I'm going to pass bearer, and then I'm going to pass bearer auth right here. All right, so you can find all this in the documentation, not semicolon. The security scheme needs to be imported as well. This is imported from dedoc scramble support generator security scheme. So this is all what we add. And once we do this, now we open this cursor chat, I'm going to save the file, and let's go and refresh this. Now look at this. So we have the following part. And this, by the way, auto-populates the token because I have already done this. And if you enter this token once, then it is going to remember this. If you change this token into something else and then send the request, of course, we're going to get unauthorized because the token is not correct, but that token will be saved. So if you refresh the page, you're going to still see the same token. So first, what we are going to do, we're going to authenticate, right? So I'm going to provide the user, which is going to be john@example.com, and the password is going to be from 1 to 6 as I remember. Send API request. These credentials do not match. Okay, maybe 7 and 8 is also necessary. Okay, we got this. Now I'm going to copy this token and I'm going to paste it here. Now it is going to be remembered on every request. I'm going to click on this prompt generation and this prompt generations.store. This is the name. However, we can assign a more user-friendly label as well. All right. Now I'm going to choose an image. Let me go into pictures and let me choose my dog. Select this and send API request. Now it is thinking. And it is going to take several minutes. Meanwhile, we can have a look in the documentation. So this is like okay type of documentation, like not super cool, not the best one, to be honest, but you can find everything what you're looking for. So you can find this authentication part, requests, responses. We can see the Laravel data as well, which is the for the Laravel specific thing, and it has also Pro version if you're interested in this. But the easiest part to change, as an example, the following names into more user-friendly labels, you're going to simply add the doc annotations to the methods. Okay, now look at this. So 201 created, we got the entire data. So, and this is the image URL, and here we see the generated prompt, which we can take and give it to ChatGPT. And we're going to see the output. Dog will be generated basically out of the following prompt, which is pretty cool. But this is it. So we have the fully working documentation, which also can be used as a REST client to send the request into our API. Let's go into this method. That method is image generate. Actually, this is called prompt generation controller. Yeah, that's correct. And let's find this store method, and we can add the annotation here, doc block annotation, right? So what is this? Generate descriptive prompt from image. All right. So now I'm going to save this and we're going to refresh it here. And look at this. Now we see this generate, which by the way has typo. Generate descriptive prompt. Look at this, generate descriptive prompt from image. So we can give it more shorter name, like this can be generate prompt as an example. And then we can have more descriptive, like a description type of thing. Now this is generate prompt, and we can see this generate descriptive prompt from an image. So you can customize each API endpoint using the following docs. And if you add these params and return types as well, that's gonna make the following page even more helpful to the users. Now we see what is the response. It is the image generation resource. This is it. And we see the body. It is multi-part form data, and we can also add, we can have a look in the documentation, and we can also add what type of request data we are expecting here. Optionally, I can use AI and give the following prompt: add short but descriptive documentations for dedoc/scramble package to my open controller, and I can tag the controller. And the changes were made by the AI. So this is what was added on index method. This is kind of the title of the URL. This is the description: retrieve a paginated list of all image generations created by the authenticated user, ordered by most recent first. We can have a look this updated description for the store, for the prompt generation, and the last one. Basically, this is the second one, and this is the third change made in the following file. So we can keep all, and if we have a look in the UI here, now we're going to see list image generations. This is its description. This is the description of the to generate prompt from an image, and that's, I think, pretty cool and amazing.